So, hi everyone, welcome to Clever Analytics webinar where we will talk about the topic planning retail location. My name is Maros and I'm in charge of sales.
Hi there, my name is Barbara and I take care of our customers.
And together we will guide you through today's webinar.
But before we start, I would like to encourage you to place questions. Please feel free to ask any question during the live stream. You can write comments to the right panel next to the video or drop us a line to email webinar@cleveranalytics.com. So let's try if panel for comments works. If you can hear us and see the presentation, could you please send us hi or anything else? We will wait because we know there's a slight delay in the Hangout. So is there anyone brave?
Yeah, just write hi to the panel to the next to the video. Yeah. Okay. So we still don't have any response from you, but if you are watching, then just please use this for the questions during the webinar or send us an email to webinar@cleveranalytics.com and we can continue. So at first, let's see what we will cover today. We will define location related problems that retail industry face, and because every problem has a solution, we will try to demonstrate how location intelligence can contribute to solve those problems. We will tell you what is location intelligence and how it helps retailers to succeed. We'll also discuss the success stories of our customers. And then we will introduce you Clever Analytics platform and all of you get a free access to our demo project. There will be also introduction to possibility for cooperation with us on a pilot projects. And at the end, we will cover the questions you ask during the webinar.
So to demonstrate the message for our webinar, better let's look who is this webinar for. We see the information are relevant to entities operating branch networks, almost any vertical like retail, food delivery, indoor and outdoor advertisement, and so on, and also data solution providers for retail, finance, telco, and also consultants providing retail network analysis, for example, network expansion and optimization.
Well, I think that after this short introduction, we can move up to the topic itself, which is planning retail location.
Retail industry needs to put its focus on different parts of business. They need to serve its customers with great fulfillment and provide them with well-targeted offer. Also, operations part is not less important here. Having the right setup of offline and online parts of the retail business be available for customers when they need retail services is a game changer. Planning the right locations for retail is just one of the important parts that contributes to its success.
Historically, having a lot of branches meant success. Nowadays, it is more about rethinking the strategy and be present on the places where it makes sense, where the branches pay off, where the customers can find the service when they need it.
The world is changing to omnichannel. People are available online and offline and looking for the information that would fulfill their needs. If they do not find it, well, they will do not do the business with somebody else. And this could also be related to places where they can, for instance, collect their goods purchased online or simply go shopping offline when they need it and where they need it. And that is why it is important to understand the relations in the context of location. You have to have some strategy and logic behind that. Retail industry nowadays tend to lower the number of brick and mortar stores, implement loyalty programs, use CRM database which provide them bunch of data about their customers, and also they implement e-shops to enhance the shopping.
So to sum it up, the way how we think about shopping or using of services is changing and it has the impact on the branch networks and its placements.
Yes, correct.
Retailers need to have great understanding of the situation in their channel networks, and it requires to understand it in the context of location. its placement, competitors, catchment areas, customer profiles, and many more. If we look at the question, what is the problem retail industry face? We can say that one of the problems is that retail industry lacks the location context understanding.
So, Marosh, what do you mean by that?
Let me explain it in more detail. Retail industry needs include different questions related to where questions. For instance, it could be where to locate the branch that pays off, where to close one and not to bury the business, where are and who are our customers or our competitors, meaning the customers and competitors of the retailer, and also what and where is what is the market penetration in location context. Is there still space for penetrating the market?
And what would you say that is the ideal state for the retailer when they have all the answers to these questions?
In general, we can say that the ideal state for like retail industry, they have better understanding of business location relations. To dive more into detail, the ideal state of things is that retail industry, for example, have the knowledge of where to place a new branch or which branches are suitable for closing. This means that it is ideal to have the right understanding of location context for making better decisions. It could also be that retail industry make marketing materials distribution less costly. They know what to focus on and where to focus on it. Retail make also decisions about market strategy easily. They get to know the market, they know their position, they know also competitors' position. And they can for sure spend more time on making right decisions with great visualizations of data. The general answer to the question how to solve the problem and land in ideal state is clear here. The bridge between these two sides is created by location intelligence. Location intelligence is a business intelligence tool capability that relates geographic context to business data. Companies need to have great tools that can work with location data and merge them with external data sources to unlock the location element. To demonstrate what location intelligence do, let's have a look on these two pictures. On both of them, we have the same data, but with different types of context. On the first picture, you see two branches and its number of orders. But on the map, you see that they behave totally differently. So the customers are coming from different parts of the city.
So let's have a look, or that lead us to define the problem which is on the market in general. Businesses need to face the where questions and find the answers to these questions. Current business intelligence tools like the location capabilities and tools that can do that are often pretty demanding for usage. So let's have a look how two big retail networks approach this and solve their problem with branch network optimization using business mapping platform. In 2015, we started to work on use cases that related to optimization of retail networks. One of the biggest drugstore retailer in Czech Republic come to us with the case that they would like to optimize their branch network and know where are their customers so they can make their network efficient. The cases that we solved for them were various. Location played an important role, for example, also in leaflet distribution efficiency.
Since then, we worked with a couple of other companies across different industries. One of the biggest cooperation was with a bank from Erste Group, Česká spořitelna. They come to us with three required outcomes. They wanted to optimize branch network with the claim in mind that they are closer to the customer. They also needed to have the branches on the places where they pay off, because operation is not for free, and they also needed to be available at the places where the clients are when they need them.
And what did they get? There were three main outcomes from this cooperation. Clients find the service where and when they need it. In other words, clients of closed branches leave the bank less than is an average of this retail bank. Saved costs were used for modernization and building up new branches, which means that operations of branch network cost hundreds millions of euros per year. And thanks to network optimization and reduction of some of the branches, the bank can modernize faster and build new branches where it is necessary. Bank has also exploited its own data. This is an important outcome of the project, and important part of the project was focused on external data, but the most valuable outcome was the view into their own data, which do not have to be bought and can serve also to other departments. And I'm just wondering if there was any unexpected outcome for them.
Yes, they are facing a couple of them. They see the context. Thanks to business maps, the bank can see its branch network in broader and for business important context. The success of branch is evaluated according to more aspects, broadening the business indicators which are needed to be tracked in time and space with the definition when the value is correct or wrong. And also the last one, they got the complete overview about network functioning and client needs. So what does it mean? That means that they do finally have rational explanation why something works and something does not.
So, was the case with retail drugstore chain different?
Oh, we need to admit that we talk about different type of business. However, we devoted a lot of capacity to optimization and expansion of their branch network, and we also helped to increase the customer convenience in the stores. We did not rebuild it, but helped to choose which of the stores are worth or for rebuilding. We contributed with understanding of situation and give the numbers in the context that help to decide which location can be invested in and yeah. We did this thanks to the location analysis, catchment area, and many more factors. So to sum it up, businesses in general, and especially in retail industry, need to have a solution that is able to merge internal and external data and is easy to use for decision makers.
So, you were able to see the way how we work with the topic at our real customer cases. Generally, we combine your data with external data sources in order to unlock the location element within the data.
We achieve this thanks to the business mapping platform that we develop. It is cloud SaaS solution for non-technical users with predefined solutions and use cases.
As you mentioned, predefined use cases, we have been already talking about few of them when talking about our customers. I would like to name three general use cases for retail industry that can be solved by location intelligence. First is risk-free branch network optimization and expansion. Second is deeper customer understanding. And the third is more effective marketing materials distribution.
Okay, Barbara, so could we now switch to the Clever Analytics platform and see the examples?
Yes, sure. But first, again, I would like to remind you the possibility to ask questions using email webinar@cleveranalytics.com or use the chat on YouTube. Feel free to ask anything and we will come to all the questions at the end of the webinar. So we can switch now to the platform and uh,
So we just get into the retail solution demo project, which we will be showing you. And this demo project is available for free, and we will send invitation into it to all of you at the end of the webinar, so you can explore it on your own later. So just quick introduction so you know what you are looking at. This demo project is preloaded with sample data about fictive retail branch network in UK in Birmingham and surrounding area. This retail company has own brick and mortar stores and also cooperates with several pickup partners.
And we are going to work with data about customers from loyalty program and CRM database. Based on it, we know where the customers live, where they do the shopping, when, and how often they do it. And due to this, we can display different relationships in the platform. We put the data together with external data sources, such as demography or location of different points of interest to see another perspective.
Thanks for clarifying, Barbara.
So first, we will demonstrate you the concept of Clever Analytics platform, and then we will show you 3 use cases that can be done in it.
So after login, you get at the project page. Here we have several dashboards, so-called views, and every view is designed to cover specific need. In the view, the map is dominant element, and there are tools and dashboard that can be customized. In the dashboard, There are several indicators. Every indicator is representing specific business, socioeconomic or demographic phenomenon, and its value is based on specific metric. So once you select an indicator, map becomes colored, and this allows you to explore the distribution and intensity of selected phenomenon across the map. The dashboard has changed too. There are several blocks that drill down the value of indicator. This one enables you to explore distribution of number of customers in the map. It is possible to change the range of each segment, and any segment can be also completely turned off from the map. So you can see just the areas with specific range of number of customers. So let's continue with the blocks. And this block offers a complete summary of all objects sorted by the value. I can easily find out which areas performs great or poor. This is definitely something that could help me when I would like to focus on branches that are weak so I can analyze them more precisely. Time series track the progress and trend of number of customers over selected period of time in global data. It can be easily changed and all the data in the view will be recalculated too. In general, this helps us to understand the data in time. That is something that really helped me to see how can different location differ in delivering the results in time. And what is the best on it that I can act accordingly. Let's also look at the categories. In categories, I can see the difference between number of customers that shop online or offline, and that my customer base consists predominantly from women of this age. This gives me the knowledge of my customers and see it helps me to see it in the context of location. This could really differ when talking about the city center and suburb parts of the city.
So I would continue with that. The map is also pretty interactive, and you can select any polygon to get detail about it in the dashboard. And same works also for the pinpoints representing the stores and pickup partners.
Yeah.
And you can easily explore the catchment area of any of the stores.
Also, the pickup partner. You can explore its range and see where the customers visiting this particular store come from. Administrative units, and moreover, just not to forget, Clever Analytics provides several visualization types. Administrative units define more or less homogeneous regions of various shapes and are publicly familiar. There are different levels of granularity. Another type of polygons is grid, which, in contrast to administrative units, gives you uniform overview of the distribution of selected phenomenon. And the heat map enables to discover hot and cold spots of customers' concentration based on their location. Circles are closest visualization to the actual spatial pattern in reality, the real location of customer. This is interesting to know for example, for marketing materials distribution.
Yeah, so that was just short demonstration of concepts of Clever Analytics platform, and let's move to the real use cases. We talked about expansion earlier. Our customers from retail banking and retail drugstore have used our platform for this case to get the context of location. So please now could imagine that we are the one responsible for this task. We have to evaluate if there's a place where to expand, and basically we need to find a place where we have enough potential customers to acquire and broaden our services, or enough current customers to be closer to them and to offer them better services. And in ideal state, the place there won't be presence any of my competitors.
So what can you do? You can explore spatial distribution of potential customers, find the areas where there is high market potential.
So we can use filters for this task.
And low level, also the low level of penetration of market, but you still have the potential customer to acquire there.
Yes, as the data has loaded into the map, I, for example, might be interested in these four areas, and I can select all of them to find out if there's enough potential customers or current customers to, let's say, be sure about how it works here.
Yeah. And once I'm satisfied with my choice, I can go further and check if those areas are also enough publicly exposed
Yes,
and
sure.
check the location of my competitors in the area.
So I can easily visualize the location of competitors in the map, and using the exposure index, I can, let's say, evaluate this area. And the exposure index helps me to understand the importance of any place based on the presence of important points of interest, as, for example, banks, ATMs, shopping centers, residences, or possibilities of leisure times definitely are. And any of mentioned has its own level of gravitation force, and we display the aggregation of the points location and their gravitation as a heat map. You can read it as the more red the spot is, the more important place it will be. And well, based on your expectations, you can filter out just the points that might suit your business. Yeah, it's really easy to find what you are looking for.
Thanks, Barbara. That's really interesting for this use case. And let's move to the second use case. And our customers also use our platform when deal with branch network optimization.
Yes, for sure. And as a person responsible to evaluate branch network after certain time periods, you have to report the board about the performance and profitability of individual branches. You should also suggest if there's any branch to close or relocate, or if all of them are doing well.
So, what can we do? We can check it here is in this area because there is quite a lot of branches in small area. So let's see if there is any inner competition or cannibalization. We will change the time range to last quarter of year to see the data for a longer period. We can check every single branch and its performance based on turnover, number of customers, and other attributes. We can easily check the range of catchment areas and see it in context of a location. But based on this, I still don't have enough input to decide if there is any of them to close. I need to compare the catchment areas to really explore the inner competition. Let's check it on these two stores that are really close to each other. I can see that pickup partner.
Which is displayed this one pinpoint green, and once I select an indicator, its catchment area should be orange. So you can clearly see that the pickup partner is not dominant in any area, and it seems that it's quite huge inner competition in it.
Yeah, I can check it definitely in the map and the details about every single area to see how many customers visit which store. And what's next? Based on this insight, I should consider if it won't be harmful for my business to stop cooperate with the pickup partner and offer the customers to visit my store, which is quite close. I will spare monthly expenses on rent on the pickup partner. Basically, the Clever Analytics platform gives you a clue and the knowledge of location context you wouldn't get anywhere else.
So I think we can move to the last use case, which is about effective distribution of leaflets. And yeah, if leaflets were not effective, they would not be used by large retailers. They know exactly their target group, and so they know the cost will come back to them. The big advantage of leaflets is their price, that their price is low, and important is also to know the location where to distribute them and to whom. And this is where Clever Analytics can be helpful.
Yeah, sure. So I imagine that I plan the campaign in which I want to address the customers of this pickup partner on Alum Rock Road.
So let's find it.
Yeah, let's put it into the search. Yeah, so we have it. And I would like to know the customers who visit the store and made purchase, let's say in July. When I select the indicator, I can then see the catchment area of the pickup partner. In the categories, I see when I scroll down, I see the most of the customers are women in the age 20 to 30. So I can focus just this target group, which will be addressed with marketing campaign, and I can see the hotspots of target group using the heat map. Yeah, so I need to filter them out.
And I can use the heat map visualization to really see the hot and cold spots of customers' concentration in the area.
Sure. So that's basically the use case about the.
So we can maybe let's say more about it. We can just focus on this target group, which will be addressed with marketing campaign, and I can see these hotspots, so I know where these customers are prevalent and where to plan the campaign. This is
Yeah,
it.
yeah, sure. Yeah, that's basically the use case all about.
So I think we have showed you what can be done with Clever Analytics platform, and it was really just the basics. We can do much more with that. We covered three main use cases that could be solved in retail industry by location intelligence.
That sounds cool. This shows us that a lot of answers are hidden in the data. With the help of such platform as Clever Analytics, you can explore your data and unlock location context with it. There could be also other use cases that can be shown thanks to location intelligence. So you can, for example, manage your expansion for your shops better, or also see, for example, the customer experience with your branch networks within the different locations and compare them. All of this and more can be done thanks to the gold that could be hidden in the data. And all you need is to have the right tool to unlock it and start to analyze it and decide wiser and better. So, what I would like to add to this is that you, as viewers of this webinar, get the possibility to try the application. After the presentation, we are sending you the invitation for our retail solution demo, where you can click through the app and look up for use cases that are built for you on demo data. In the real world, we do not work with model data and cases as in our demo, but we try to exploit the company data and find suitable external sources for them. As we work with retail bank from Erste Group, Česká spořitelna, what we deliver, or we help them with the visualization of the data that was used for cutting down the number of branches. Have a look on the graph in the picture where is the comparison of purchasing power coverage and number of branches between the years 2015 and 2018. The purchasing power coverage decreased very slightly in comparison to the number of branches. And that leads me to mention the reasons why is the location intelligence something that can definitely contribute to solve the use cases that we described earlier. Imagine the situation that we have to decide about expansion and building up new branches. Building up few of them can cost millions of euros following costly operations, and choosing the wrong place that doesn't pay off could be a bad choice that result in costly solution of branch network when it does not deliver the expected results. Almost the same case is about that you are running optimization of your branch network, and the main question here is which stores to close to do not lose the big group of customers. Do not close the wrong one because you lack of information. You lack the context, and decision about which branches to close is important for future condition of your business. That is also the case of the retail bank we work with. Closing the wrong branches could end up in losing the customer base. and losing the purchasing power, which is not the state that we want to achieve. At the end, it is not only about branches but also pickup places, or nowadays very popular click and mortar concept, and other different location related parts of business that deliver the value to the customers. What retail industry can benefit from is their own data they have. It could be simply customer address that help us to understand how different locations of city behave and how to set up a strategy for example, inventory management or placing the right click and mortar branches, or simply get to know the customer reviews for the service in different location so business can act accordingly. So that is why location intelligence can be beneficial for the businesses and especially the retail industry.
Definitely. Marosh, could you please also tell us how does such project as the one we presented with our customers usually begin?
Sure, usually we start with a pilot project and it includes several steps. We start with analysis of availability for usage of location intelligence and also the data availability and what is their condition. Then we try to come up with KPIs and different views for the business. So we suggest what could be beneficial with conversation with you, and then we implement it we implement the suggested KPIs and views to the platform itself. At the end, we basically do the presentation of the outcomes.
So, what is usually the duration of such a project?
Well, it depends on a couple of aspects. The use case we are trying to solve, for sure, and also quality of data that we are working with. What we are trying to do is to give you the tool, teach you how to exploit, and with our help, and then you are ready to use it. For the participant of this webinar, we would like to introduce the possibility to cooperate on such project for 1 week. This project is paid and a lot of work can be done for that amount of time. We can achieve great results on the sample of company data to see the value it can bring.
And what do people interested in such project need to do for it?
It is very easy. After the call, we will send you an email with a link where you can book a free one-on-one demo with me, where we can discuss the situation and conditions also of pilot projects. And during the call, we will define the problem and use cases that are important for the business you are in, and we will look at the company data structure and possibility of the usage within the views.
So, thank you, Marosh, for this introduction of pilot project possibility. And for those who are interested, do not forget to book a demo on the link in the email we sent to you. Okay, after all of this, I think we are very close to the end of our webinar, and I would like to answer the questions we have in chat or in email. And if there's anything else, you still have time to ask. So now is your chance.
Yeah, so I'm checking the chat. We don't have the questions here, but I have one question here in emails, and the question is related to the exports from the application. So I will just read it. Hi, can I just export the data from the platform?
Yes, for sure, you can export any data from the platform you want. The exports can be customized, and yeah, they are really to prepared to use.
Yeah, that's true. You can easily do that. It's not a problem. Okay, I don't see any other questions here, but feel free to ask anytime. You can use this email address webinar@cleveranalytics.com to send us any questions and contact us whenever you want. And I think that we are close to the very end of this webinar.
So we would like to thank to all of you for your attention, and we are looking forward to see you at the next webinar.
Let us know how you liked it and if the info was relevant to you. And do not forget to check your inbox for the link to retail solution demo. so you can see the views and demo data and how it is to work with Clever Analytics. For those interested in paid pilot project cooperation, check out also the email with the possibility to book demo call with me and discuss all the conditions and the problems that you are currently solving. And that is all from us, definitely. And
Yes.
thanks for the attention.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.
So see you next time.